Yo, what's good, guys? It's Austin here, or Luna. Judging by the title, I'm sure you could see today's story time's a rather interesting one, a rather good one, a rather awkward one. So I hope you enjoy it. Leave a like on the video if you do, and let's jump right into today's story time. So today's story time all starts off as a regular day when I was in LA. All right, this was my I think 6 month of living in LA. At this point, I was pretty used to it. Kind of knew the ins and outs of it, and had like a friend group over there, and things were going pretty good for me. I actually really enjoyed living out there for the first half of it. And the thing about LA that I'm sure all of you already know is it's rather weird. There's definitely a lot of out of the ordinary things going on over there compared to most of your hometowns and other parts of the United States. And yeah, essentially there's just some really weird stuff going on over there. All right. So anyway, this all starts off as a normal day in LA. Like I said, I was like 6 months into living there. I was at my apartment working on a YouTube video, just like I was right now, and I got a text from one of my friends, George, okay? George was one of my closest friends in LA, very normal dude, reminded me of someone that I would meet back home in my hometown. And George hits me up, and he's like, yo, what are you up to tonight? And I was like, nothing. He's like, you want to come to a party with me? I don't want to go alone. I was like, I am down. So fast forward a couple hours later, it was like 9 at night, 10 at night. George pulls up to my house, picks me up, and we went to this party together. Now, it was an influencer party. LA has a lot of those, and I'm sure most of you have heard of them, but if you haven't, an influencer party is essentially where a bunch of YouTubers and music people and TikTokers and, really just anyone from all over the social media space gets together and lets their ego talk for 5 hours straight and just literally clout chases and blah, 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 blah. Now, you're probably wondering, Austin, why were you there if they're so superficial and cringe? Well, I used to be a cringe little dork, okay? When I was like 18, living in LA, 19, I thought I was so cool and, going to these parties amongst all these people that I, followed and grew up watching. I thought it was sick. And yeah, I learned pretty quickly that a lot of these dorks at these parties were just really, really cringe and all about social media and only social media. They didn't really have any lives outside of clout. Now, look, I'm not saying all YouTubers and people that go to these parties are bad. I met many people at these parties that were actually very, very nice and down to earth. But usually, I'd say about 70, 80% of the time, the person you would meet at these parties were usually annoying. Anyway, I went to this party with my friend, all right? We got there. Within like 30 minutes, it was very crowded. I was meeting a lot of different people, some of which I knew from the internet, some of which I didn't. And things were just going relatively normal, right? Pretty good. Now, about an hour into the party, something pretty interesting happens, okay? These 4 girls come in with these 2 guys, and they look really familiar. Like, I knew I saw them from somewhere, like, definitely YouTubers or something. Like, I knew they looked familiar, that they had a lot of followers online. Did I say anything to them? No, I didn't say shit, because I didn't know them. But it was just like a mental note. I saw them, and I was like, oh, I know them from somewhere. Like, they must be pretty famous, right? So fast forward, like, at this point, hour and a half into the party, things are going great. Me and my friend are on the 4th floor of this nice-ass house. We're taking shots together, chilling out, talking to my friends there. Things were going great, right? And your boy starts having to pee, okay? I had to pee pretty bad, had to use the bathroom. So I walk up to the dude that's throwing the party, and I'm like, yo, where's your bathroom? He's like, oh, 3rd floor to the left. You'll find it. I'm like, okay. So I go downstairs to the 3rd floor. I'm looking all around. I can't find this fucking bathroom. I'm opening doors. They're all just guest bedrooms and random rooms that are not bathrooms. And literally every door that I open, I think to myself, like, yo, holy shit, this house is ginormous. How does this dude afford this? Because the dude that was throwing the party was like a 22-year-old kid and, like, did not have a following on the internet at all or, like, any business that I knew about. So I don't know. Maybe his parents were funding it. I'm not sure. But every door I opened, I was like, holy shit, this house has a lot of bedrooms. But anyway, literally every door I opened was not a bathroom. Like, I must have opened 4 or 5 bedroom doors, and none of them were bathrooms. And by the way, every bedroom door that I would open had nobody in it. They were just like blank rooms, like nobody in there, like bed made, like ready for someone to stay in, right? So I'm assuming that, nobody really occupied these rooms. And then I got to the last room of the 3rd floor. I was like, okay, this surely has to be the bathroom, right? And I noticed that the light was on in this room. I could see, like, through the crack of the door that the light was on. So I'm like, okay. So I knock on the door just to make sure, nobody's in there. No one says anything. So I'm like, okay, no one's in here. I turn the knob slowly. I open the door. I peek in. And sure enough, it's another bedroom. But this time, it was a bedroom with lots of people in it. And when I say lots of people, remember those girls and those guys that walked in? It was them. But they weren't just hanging out in there talking, drinking, partying, whatever. They were doing something a whole lot more than just, your average partying. They were partying a little bit too hard, okay? I walked in on a legitimate threesome. Like, no bullshit. 2 girls, 1 dude on the bed, doing their thing. No clothes. Oh, and by the way, they weren't just doing it. They were filming it, too. The guy had his iPhone propped up on, like, one of those, like, vlogger gimbal things. So, yeah, that gave that away. Just filming everything. Now, of course, immediately I turn around and I shut that door as fast as I can, and I start fast walking out of that area, back to the 4th floor, up the stairs, because I did not want to be staring at them while they did their business. I didn't want to do that. But it hit me. As I was walking back from the room, back to the 4th floor, it hit me. I knew why those people looked so familiar when they walked in the party. And when I saw them doing their thing and he was filming it, it all made sense. They were, what stars. They were adult video stars and very popular ones. Just doing it in the middle of a LA party. Just snuck away real quick to shoot a video for the hub. Now, as I'm walking up these stairs, all I'm thinking is, holy shit, I really hope they didn't have other cameras in that room, like filming different angles, and they saw me go in that room, because that would be really fucking awkward if I made my way into one of those videos. You know what I mean? Like, can you imagine you're on the hub doing your thing, and you just see in the corner of the screen the door crack open, and my dumbass face like, oh shit, I shouldn't be here. And I turn around and walk away. Anyway, back to the story, okay? It doesn't end there. So I'm going up the stairs, back to the 4th floor, back to the party, just holding my pee in at this point. I'm not trying to go to the bathroom at all. And I hear someone behind me go, yo, bro. And I turn around, and it's one of the guys from that room, and he doesn't have a shirt on, and he has a towel wrapped around him, just half naked. And I was like, yeah. He goes, did you just try and open that door back there? And I was like, yeah, man, my bad. I was looking for the bathroom. The dude told me he was down on this floor to the left. I was just following that way, and every door I opened just didn't seem like the right one, and then I accidentally opened yours. I tried to knock. I don't think you guys heard me. Like, I'm sorry. I did not mean to interrupt your guys' video. He's like, dude, no worries at all. Like, my bad. Actually, you had the right room. That's where the bathroom is. It's attached to that bedroom. And, yeah, you were in the right area. We were just kind of in your way. My bad. You can come use the bathroom if you want. And I was like, nah, man, it's fine. This house is huge. I'm sure there's another one on, like, another floor. I'm sure it's fine. He's like, dude, no, fuck it. Come on. And he, like, leads me back to that room. And I'm like, all right, fine. So I follow him back into that room. Keep in mind, everyone is still just completely not dressed on the bed, just sitting there. They watch me and him as we come in the room. And they're all laughing because they knew I walked in on it. And I was like, hey, everyone. And one of the girls was like, hey, how you doing? And I was like, pretty good. Sorry about interrupting the vid. She's like, oh, no, it's all good. We wanted to take a break anyway. I'm like, okay. So dude leads me back into the bathroom. He's like, all right, man, do your thing. And he walks away back into the bedroom. I shut the door. I do my thing. I do my business. Wash my hands. Go back out into the bedroom. They're all still sitting there, just getting ready to film again. And I was like, hey, have a great night, guys. And the one guy, the one that like led me to the bathroom and like talked to me, he was like, yo, I gotta say something. Your voice sounds so familiar. And I was like, oh, does it now? He's like, dude, I swear, like, are you a YouTuber or something? Like, I swear I know you from somewhere. And I was like, I may or may not be a bit of a YouTuber. He's like, Luna. And I was like, that's me. And he's like, yo, no way. He's like, bro, I grew up watching you and shit. This is crazy. And I was like, damn, how old are you? He's like, 19. Keep in mind, this motherfucker was older than I was, I'm pretty sure. I think by a couple months. And apparently he grew up watching me. And then this girl speaks up and she's like, oh, you do YouTube? Like, what's your name? Like, your channel thing. And I'm like, oh, it's Luna or Austin FFA. And she's like, all right. And she looks me up. She goes, oh, I've seen you before. And I'm like, crazy, cool. And this is like the coolest / most awkward thing ever. Because like they're completely naked. And I'm being recognized by one of them. And like the other one like knows of me as well. And it was crazy. And after that, they were like, all right, well, we should probably get back to shooting. And I'm like, yeah, I'll let you do your thing. And the one dude's like, yo, when I was watching your videos, like at the height of everything, that Luna Watches Porn meme was going around your comment section. And now you can really say you watch it. And I just start dying laughing. And so does he. And a couple other people in the room laugh, but they did not know what he was saying. And I did, though. And I'm sure a lot of you do. But anyway, after that, I dapped him up and then realized really quickly that I probably just got quite a few germs on my hand, and then ran upstairs, washed my hands, and told my friends all about what just happened, and they were fucking shocked. And it was just hilarious. All in all, definitely one of the funniest / craziest party experiences I've ever had. And honestly, it just sums up my experience in LA so well. Like, you just never really know what you're gonna get in that city. So yeah. Moral of this story is, always knock before entering a room, and maybe just knock twice. I don't know. Either way, guys, I hope you enjoyed this story time. If you did, please leave a like on the video. I would really appreciate it. Feel free to leave your story times in the comments down below, and subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys all later. Peace.